Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my winter must-haves video. I've been curating on this list and deciding what products to add for the winter must-haves video for a few weeks now, but I think we're finally to being as perfect as we possibly can be. Of course, there are times where I will discover that I don't end up liking. Maybe, I think mostly I'm gonna like everything, but there might be certain products that I end up like realizing later on throughout the season that okay, this is absolutely a winter must have as well. And then maybe I'll do like an update sort of at the end of the winter, like which of these products did I actually end up using and which ones maybe I didn't use, or whatever that version of the video could be possibly. But let's not make this intro any further longer, and let's dive right into the video. So starting with first, I think an absolute must-have in the winter is body lotion. For me personally, I've definitely become more of a body lotion person than I was earlier. Earlier, I would definitely never use a body lotion ever. Now, I think I use it a little bit more than I used to previously. But specifically in the winter, I think I am someone who lathers on body lotion every single day, morning and night. So I'm going to share with you all my body lotion recommendations and must-haves that I will be personally using for myself. Now the one that is like an all-round favorite, like all-round throughout the year favorite, specifically for nighttime because it's a retinol body lotion, is from Chemist at Play. It's the retinol body lotion. Now this is actually the older packaging. They have now repackaged basically into like the squeezy tube one, and I have actually ordered it but I've not received it yet. So I'm going through my existing stash of the retinol body lotions, and then of course I will move on to the new packaging. I want to see what the new packaging is like, because getting product out of this pump packaging, like you have to keep it ulta after a certain point. Once you reach the bottom of it, it's definitely not easy because pump में आता नहीं है, तो उसको उल्टा रखना पड़ता है, फिर निकालना पड़ता है. It's a little cumbersome. So hopefully with the new tube packaging that problem would not happen. So yeah, that is my first body lotion recommendation. And then we have our like sweet vanilla fragrance body lotions. So my absolute favorite, which I use only in the winters because throughout the year I feel like it's a little too much for me. So I have like my entire stock and stash of this product ready. I actually have two, like you can see clearly. I have the smaller size which I bought accidentally, and then I also have the bigger size, and I will use these religiously in the winter. It's the Soothing Oatmeal and Shea Butter Body Lotion from Ives. I absolutely love this, and I love using the scent specifically in the winter time. So that's going to be my first favorite. Like this is already a tried and true product that I've been using for years, and it's back again in my routine because winters are here. And then I actually have a newer body lotion launch as well, which launched at the perfect time because it's going to be perfect for winters. I'm speaking about the Vanilla Caramello body lotion from Plum. I got this already and I have it here to show it to you. I'm so excited. It smells divine. It smells amazing. It smells like, this smells a little bit, just a little bit to me, like the Sol de Janeiro scent, the Boom Boom Cream scent basically. So when I smelled it for the first time, I'm like, oh, this definitely smells like the Boom Boom Cream. So it doesn't, I don't know what the Boom Boom Cream smells like, but I've smelled the Sol Charosa 62 fragrance, which is the same scent in the Boom Boom Cream also. So I'm assuming if it's like that, then this would be, I think, a great dupe for the Boom Boom Cream if it smells like the scent exactly. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the actual fragrance, but I think in a body lotion it would probably smell a little better as compared to like in the perfume. I know a lot of people really love the scent, but for me personally, I think the body lotion version would be better as compared to like getting a perfume in this scent, because I think perfume would be too much. But yeah, that's my third and my last like body lotion recommendation. So now that we have all the body lotions out of the way, let me get into our skincare. So let's go in the order that we would typically apply our skincare. Starting with, first we have face washes, and this face wash has been waiting to like be used, because this is something that I think would be working great in the winters. So I was kind of saving it. It's the Deconstruct Skincare Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Face Wash. It is absolutely one of my favorites because the texture is just beautiful. It's not as basic as the other Deconstruct face washes, because this one is more hydrating. I kind of prefer this the most amongst all of the three, and yeah, it's high time that I get into it because I've owned it for a while, and before it goes bad I have to use this up as well. It's not going to go bad anytime soon, but I have to finish using it this winters because this will be expiring in 2024. So yeah, this face wash specifically is my absolute favorite recommendation for the winter. I do have some other face washes also that I got recently, and the Earth Rhythm Aqua Surge face wash I think is also great for the winters. There is the Minimalist Oat Cleanser, which I also think would be like a new favorite for the winter, but this is one that I know it's a tried and true go-to, so that's why I wanted to mention this one for my winter must-haves videos. So yeah, that's that. Then for serums, okay, now this one is very special because again it's one of those products I don't use the entire year, but when the winter comes around I have made this my new holy grail favorite just only for the winters. I'm speaking about the Plum 10% rice water and niacinamide face serum. Now you can see I bought two just to make sure I'm stocked up, because I use this every single day in the winters. It's the most beautiful creamy milky serum. Let me just quickly show you what the consistency is like. Can you see? It's the most beautiful milky serum, and I don't typically like these kind of serums if they're super milky, but this is milky yet like jelly like, so it's perfect, and it's very effective in terms of, you know, of course helping, like niacinamide is meant for overall, of course for your pore area, and to make sure like it's perfect for oily skin as well, because it's going to make sure it doesn't make you too oily. In fact, it will help with your oil production, sebum production, all of that stuff. So that's what niacinamide is amazing for. And in the winters, I know a lot of people don't struggle with that, but I still think you should be taking care of your pores throughout the year, no matter what season it is, with niacinamide. And in the winters you can use a more milky serum, whereas in the summer monsoon time you can use a more water based, gel based kind of a serum. So yeah, this is something I will be going through very quickly in the winters, and I will probably have to repurchase these as well once I run out of these two, because yeah, I go through these pretty quickly in the winters. Then for moisturizer, I have one which was not really like a winter must have, but it's going to be something I'm going to use in the winters. This is the Dr. Sheths Shea Butter and Amino Acid Multitasking Cream. I've spoken about this a couple of times throughout the year. I don't know when to use it, to be honest, because I think it's too heavy for the daytime and then too lightweight for the nighttime. So I think this is going to be something I use and like use up as a winter daytime moisturizer, because my skin will be a little bit more drier. So I feel like it will work great, and I will essentially use this up that way. So it's not really a must have. I will probably not repurchase it either, but I will just use it up. And then let's move on to my favorite moisturizer ever. And I do know this is going to work great in the winters as well. I use it throughout the year, but I think I will love this even more in the winter because it is a cream. It is the Dot & Key Ceramides and Hyaluronic Acid Skin Barrier Repair Face Cream. I have spoken on and on about how amazing this moisturizer is. Works perfect for day or night, especially if you have more dry skin. If you have super oily skin, you cannot use this as a daytime moisturizer because it will be too thick and heavy, but for the night time, it's perfect. This is my holy grail night cream, but like I said, again, in the winters your skin will be more dry, so you can use it in the daytime as well, in my personal opinion. And I might probably use it in the daytime also, maybe, I don't know, let's see. I think once I use this one up, then I can decide if I want to use this in the daytime or not. So that is that. And then last but not the least, for sunscreen. Now I was toggling between repurchasing the Dr. Sheths Vitamin C and Ceramide sunscreen because that is my favorite winter sunscreen ever. But I was thinking about like how many should I repurchase, considering like 4 months of winter. So I was doing that math, and then I was like, I already have a lot of sunscreens in my collection already, so should I just try to make those work and finish those up before I buy more? So I decided to go with using the Dermaco hyaluronic acid sunscreen gels. This is the OG hyaluronic acid sunscreen gel. Whenever the offer comes around, the buy one get one offer, I kind of stock up on these because sometimes my friends tend to ask me if I have stock of this because they love this. I sometimes I just dropped it. Sometimes I end up giving these to my mom also, so I generally buy like a big stock, and these have been kind of left behind since I did that restock essentially. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll just use these in the meantime instead of buying more sunscreen. I also have the Dermaco Hyaluronic Hydrating Sunscreen, which is not the most moisturizing sunscreen, but we have some moisturizing serums, and then we have some pretty thick creams also. So by thick I don't mean heavy, but like thick in terms of moisturizing. So I think I can go a little bit lightweight with the sunscreen. I won't use any mattifying sunscreen, but I can use like medium weight sunscreens, and hopefully these will work well. So I will be using this one and then also the hyaluronic one, and then eventually decide what I want to repurchase for like Jan Feb maybe, because these should last me like till the end of the year. So yeah, let's see about that. And then for our last skincare product, actually last two, not last, so our second last skincare product is actually this one from Formularx. It's their lactic acid airbrush facial. So please don't go by the condition of the packaging. This product leaks a ton from here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, it's pretty gross looking, and no matter how much you clean it, it just gets gross again. So I have kind of given up on that. But this is again a creamy lactic acid serum, and most lactic acids are actually creamy and super hydrating, so I would prefer getting lactic acid for the winter as compared to glycolic, which I like to use throughout the year. I have my minimalist glycolic acid toner, but I'll probably use that a little bit less in the winter and use this instead. Hopefully use it up also, because this is going to be expiring in Jan, so I have like 2 months to finish it up, which should not be very difficult because this looks like there's a ton of product, but I do feel like it's a little empty from certain areas. So I don't know, but I will either use it up completely before Jan, or I will have to toss it out in Jan, so we'll see about that. And then last but not the least, I know a lot of you are wondering, how did she not mention a lip balm? It's been 12 minutes of me talking and I still haven't mentioned a lip balm. That's because I'm going to mention it here. Now I want to quickly let you know, I don't have super dry lips, and even in the winters, if I stick to using lipsticks which are not super mattifying and drying, I can kind of skip having a lip balm because my lips just don't get super duper dry. Even if they do, I think it's more of dehydration, it's not so much dryness. So yeah, for that reason I have like the most basic lip balms. Don't go by my lip recommendations or lip balm recommendations for the winter, because I think majority of the population has much drier lips as compared to I do. So I have the Nykaa Serial Kisser lip balms. These have been in my collection for a long time. They are probably expired, but they don't smell too bad. And because I am someone who doesn't use a ton of lip balm anyway, I just feel like I could rather use these instead of throwing them away and buying new ones. So I have this in another variant. I have the grape variant also. This is the peach variant. Yeah, this is the peach variant. I have the grape variant also, and I have some Maybelline baby lips that are lying around. I will just use whatever I find. If my lips do get super dry, I'll just slather this on really well for a temporary fix when my lips do get super dry, but that doesn't happen too often. So for me personally, it just doesn't make sense to go ahead and buy a lip balm. So yeah, speaking about hydrating moisturizing lipsticks, for the winter I just try to make sure that my lipsticks are not too creamy, but they should not be like too mattifying because that will definitely dry the lips out. So my favorite recommendation in terms of lipsticks for the winter is actually these lip crayons, which are from Faces. They are their HD All-Time Pro HD Intense Matte Lips Plus Primer. I have 3 shades now. I repurchased Magnetic and Natural Cocoa. These 2 shades I used up completely this year, and I also ended up repurchasing them during the Myntra sale because I got a steal of a deal on them. And then I also had the shade Tea Rose as well. So I have 3 shades. I have a light pink, like a nudie pink. I have a bright pink, which is really nice and bold, and then Natural Cocoa is like a terracotta nude kind of a shade. So I have these 3. I have also been trying out the Plum Twist and Go matte lipsticks. This is their lip crayon, and this one also did work well, did not dry out my lips. So I will probably continue to use these in the winters and see if they work well, and report back to you probably by the end of the winters with my review on this one. Another bullet lipstick. I do tend to use my bullet lipsticks. I do still have a few in my collection. I don't have too many bullet lipsticks, but one that I do know will work well for me because it is quite creamy and moisturizing. They are the Maybelline Creamy Mattes, and the shade I have is Touch of Spice. I've used it a lot, and I think whatever I have left I will use this winters and use it up as well, because again, like you saw, I don't have too much, and because this is so creamy, I feel like I've been going through this lipstick very quickly as well, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. If this is your only lipstick, then you will be a little disappointed. If you have a ton of lipsticks like I do and you want to go through your lipsticks, you will be very happy about it. So that's subjective for sure. And then last but not the least, this is my last winter must-have for this video. It's another Plum product, and it is their perfume in Vanilla Vibes. I bought 2 because I actually got one for myself and one for my mom. So I bought the 15 ml travel size that they have instead of getting the full size, because again, this perfume I use only in the winters, and I want to make sure I go through the entire one in the next 4 months that we have. And this is not the only perfume I'll be using in winters. I do have other fragrances as well, and I've made an entire video on winter perfumes which I will be using this year for the next 4 months. So this is just one that I wanted to share with you, but we have a ton of other recommendations too, which I have already made a video and shared that with you. So go ahead and watch that. I'm pretty sure that video is up already. Like, even when I'm filming this, that video is already up. It went up in the beginning of November. So go ahead, check that out. But yes, those are all my winter must-haves, recommendations, products I will be using this winter. And let me know if you want me to do like a follow-up video on this, probably sometime in Jan or Feb maybe, where I will kind of review these products and share with you my experiences that I've had in November and December. And yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you so much, because I've been filming a lot of videos. I feel like I'm losing my voice, but yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, you guys. Until next time, bye.